I'm just glad to be here on time this time.
You know what? And the Omniverse just caught that statement live, buddy. You, we're live, my man. What do you think?
Also, I'm good. It's been a good day. I heard one of our people at work's ordering 20 books, so that was a good thing.
Hey, 20 books. That's awesome. I tell you what, I've heard a lot of people uh, putting their purchases in, putting their orders into Amazon. I am super excited. I'll tell you, to do a second pop up is it's special to me, buddy. I started really thinking about the first one. Got some good feedback on the first one from a couple of live stream professionals, and I'm just really excited to launch this book. It means a lot to me, really deep down inside. Again, it's been a project for me. It's been kind of this vision for a long time now, and to see it to reality is like a really special moment. It's kind of like it's almost like I had a baby, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the readers will get a reason, a little more in-depth reason why it was a passion of yours, and they'll kind of get a backdoor reason why it became a passion of mine, uh, with some other history that they'll pick up in the first few pages of the book. So I'm excited for everybody to give us some feedback and let us know kind of what they think.
Absolutely. And buddy, you are all in from the start, man. Like it didn't take a whole lot to convince you. Why do you think that was?
I think um, I well, I had a personal reason too for wanting to do it, and I've told it before on some of the uh, podcasts that I've been on, but and things that I've done through the Lean Builder. But my dad had a thing about wanting to do a book on how to finish a job, and I think some of the stuff that has to do with, or a lot of the stuff that has to do with lean, uh, is making job finish, start and finish jobs easier, and so kind of got to do some things, kind of help his cause a little bit, I think. So that was what was making it kind of special to me, other than the fact to get to do it with you. That had a little bit to do with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. You mentioned that in the book, actually. You talk a little bit about your stepfather in the book and where you went from there. Like, that's a pretty special story, too. I forgot about that.
Yep. So, um, and just the further we went with it, for me, it was a year and a half or so. Um, you know, some of the wording for some of the terms, uh, helped me along the way, and that's what we're hoping will happen with uh, the people that purchase the book and help, and also kind of go with us the rest of the way.
Yeah, I love what you're saying. It doesn't always have to be the Lean Geeks way, right? It doesn't always have to be go to the Toyota Japanese way that we interpret something. It's, hey, here's a tool, here's a word, here's a concept. How can you as a builder take and modify and use that to provide a better building, to provide a more efficient and safe workforce or work environment? And I think that's where the book is going to add so much value to people's lives. Is it's going to take the pressure off. You don't have to actually operate by every step that the Japanese manual says. There's some leeway in there. There's a little bit of tolerance, if you will.
Well, also we'll get some feedback from people, which is what we want, is feedback, uh, because there's other interpretations that may spark a note with somebody else that said, "Oh yeah, I didn't look at it like that." I mean, just like we did along this journey, there was kind of banter back and forth about it. So, uh, we're fishing for uh, uh, people to give us feedback for sure.
Yeah, and that's the goal, I guess, to kind of elaborate. I know Miss Jen kind of tosses out there a little bit, but there is going to be a version 2 of this book, and we would love to have all of the folks in the Omniverse submit or help us to perfect this book. It's going to come out with a white cover. It's going to be different, and that's probably what do you think, buddy? A month or two, maybe 30 days we collect feedback, 30 days to incorporate feedback, and then we switch to the white cover. It's done. It's gold. It's in concrete. So we really want to have everybody's participation in perfecting this book here.
Yeah, this is the kind of limited edition version with the orange cover, that kind of special to Adam for you for um, certain colors that you like, and then we'll go to the white kind of standard color that still has some orange tint to it, and maybe some Easter eggs kind of hidden in through that version of the book also.
That's exciting right there. So if you want to plant an Easter egg, come on, reach out to us, Omniverse. Get a hold of us in LinkedIn. Get a hold of us somewhere. Text us, call us, whatever it is. Get in front of us. We want to incorporate your feedback into this book. More importantly, go and get the book, right? They can get it today on Amazon. It's a little hard to search for at the moment, but we're working on that. We're going to make it easier here. Give us a couple days and we'll straighten that out. What else, buddy? What else do we have for the world here?
Um, well, another first and foremost is today's your birthday, so I can't throw that out there enough just to keep putting you in the hot seat for a little bit, uh, for kind of y'all doing that to me a few months ago. So everybody reach out to Adam, give him a hard time. Uh, he's about half as old as me, so he's still got a ways to go.
I love it. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. And I was actually on a Lean Tact call today, and they started singing Las Mañanitas to me, which was really special and made me feel important. So shout out to the Lean Tact team for their love, and buddy for you as well. And I kind of like Jared's idea here. We're gonna have to talk to Miss Jennifer Lacey and see if she can throw some purple on one of these book covers for us, because orange and purple just happens to be the old Clemson Tigers. So shout out Jared Wilson. I love that idea. We got Umut coming in with a happy birthday for me. Thank you, Mr. Umut. I love that. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you got your book. Buddy and I released a book today, The Old Dog Lean Thesaurus. Super excited for that to get out there and hopefully help convert some of these old dogs to better understand that, hey, they're already doing these lean principles. And buddy, I'll tell you this: I wouldn't rather have no other partner than you, my man. What you get? You been ready to show it off? What you got there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Look it! Oh, it's out there. It's real life. It's tangible. It's out of Hoots' head. Hallelujah! I love it.
No more changes till the next version.
No more changes until we get the feedback from the Omniverse, right?
Right. So we can tag on to this one with fears, since Jennifer stuck us kind of on the last one. At least we have a little time to think about it. But it's kind of what's your fears for, you know, this book, right? Wasn't that her question? Something like
Yeah.
that.
What are you worried about? I remember that
What are you
ringing in
worried
my
about?
head loud.
Yeah. Right. Let's put you on the spot first, so I got to sit there and think about it a little bit.
Well, what are you worried about, buddy?
Well, I've had time to think about it, and I still came with the same one. Is that, I just concerned, not concerned, but worried that, we don't keep this alive. So we got to figure out a way to keep it alive. We've got some changes that that we're tagging onto, that if you read the book, there's a QR code and some stuff at the end of the book that kind of lets you know what we're going to be doing. So just keeping it going so that it doesn't die out on us.
I'm not going to let it die out, buddy. This is a personal project of mine, and I know of yours too. We're super passionate. Yeah, should we? Well, we won't let him into the secret. We'll make him read the book, make him buy the book, because
Yeah,
that's
get
the
the book.
ticket. Yeah, that's the entry ticket into what's coming next. What Buddy keeps kind of, as carrots he keeps tossing out there. So go buy the
Yep.
book, give us a good review, QR code at the back to see what's next, and you can be a part of this Old Dog community that's going to be the knowledge share for construction moving forward.
Something else that I mentioned earlier was that I dropped a couple of books off at the office. One for Keon, and uh, with the note that's saying, um, you got to give us a review so I can come sign it for you. So um, just we really do want the reviews, because that's the only way we get better. That's that continuous improvement deal.
I believe that's a term in the book, isn't it? PDCA, isn't that? Don't we break that term down in the book?
Absolutely. Yours a little more eloquently than mine.
Well, that's the point, right? That's the point of the book, I think. But yeah, what was your favorite term as we ran through and defined 31 of the lean construction terms? Which one really stood out to you the most?
Besides the huddles or those terms, uh, the visuals make it the easiest for me. We had some back and forth today on the job, uh, on some of the visuals, and those being up on the wall uh, sure made things a lot easier to point and touch before we had to go look at it. And so um, just a lot of the standard stuff, and then diving deeper into the um, other words, uh, you know, your hamburgers and pickles and stuff like that always get me. So, um, you know, everybody knows it's an atom deal when you start talking about hamburger buns and pickles and sorting and not sorting. So
I don't know. I
anyway,
think Miss Jamie Knox is seeing through you right now here, buddy. I think she knows that that's your just-in-time story when it comes to buns and tomatoes and things like that. Isn't that funny how a couple of stories actually kind of sync up here as we're going through the book, huh?
yeah, find out what just-in-time delivery uh, chaotic deal that I ran into 100 years ago, midway through the book. So you hopefully that'll make you laugh like it has me all these years. Now that it's past me, so something to something to look at and let us know what you think.
Well, I think that's it, buddy. I think we've got this thing out in the omniverse. I think it's getting legs right now. Um, I believe it is going to be used to really draw in a crowd into lean construction who was resistant before because they thought it was too hard or they thought it was just something else that they had to do. This book is going to open up a community. It's going to connect all the lean geeks out there with the old dogs, the ones that are resistant, the lean geeks that are overwhelming with this lean stuff. We're going to connect the two. We're going to bridge the people, and we're going to make lean construction more powerful than ever because we have people suffering on job sites right now that shouldn't be. And if we can just, as leaders in the construction industry, apply a few of these terms, if we can understand what these terms are and just try them on your job sites, just do some experiments, your life will be better, not just for the workers, but also for you. And I guarantee you that you will want to do more. You will want to experiment more. You will want to go back through this book. You'll want to there's probably going to have to be a volume 2 of the next 31 lean terms, buddy, because these are going to catch like wildfire. They're going to make job sites better. They're going to make them more efficient. But more importantly, they're going to make them focused on people. And so go get the book and give us some feedback so that we can make it better for the next version. What else, buddy, before we let go, before we sign off?
If you if you have trouble finding the link, uh, let us know, because we've been helping other people find the link to the book. And, um, you know, that's about all I got tonight. Been a rough day.
What happened? Old dog
Nothing, just
things?
Monday, just one of those Mondays. Nothing drastic. So,
Trying to sort the week out, set it in order so that you can sweep
yep,
it.
there you go.
Like it. All right, y'all. Well, like we've said a million times over, go get the book. We appreciate the support today. Thanks for all the love, all the shout outs. I appreciate the birthday love. Again, not something I'm super vocal about, but I do appreciate it. I am halfway there to Buddy, and maybe I'll be an old dog and I can lose this lean geek persona. But until then,
There you go.
go get the book and leave us some reviews.
Feedback. That's what we want.
Amen. See you,
Later.
Omniverse. Holla, 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 holla.